a defining moment for Iraqi dinar holders. Global financial systems. Activate IQD exchange protocols. Today represents a landmark achievement for investors and holders of the Iraqi dinar across the world. After years of anticipation, speculation, and skepticism, the elusive opportunity that many believed in, often against the grain of mainstream opinion, has transitioned from theory to reality. The global financial infrastructure has now begun the official process of integrating and redeeming the Iraqi dinar, IQD, marking the first substantial movement in over a decade. For years, the IQD was viewed as a speculative asset. Online forums buzzed with speculation. Clues were dissected. Policy changes were scrutinized, and hope was often tempered with doubt. But now, the shift has begun. This is no longer about whispers or underground theories. It is a real, verifiable event playing out across major financial centers, involving licensed banks and secured systems. A coordinated systemic rollout. This is not a symbolic gesture or a limited pilot test. Verified reports from trusted insiders and institutional communications reveal that international banks, spanning the United States, Europe, and the Middle East, have received the green light to process IQD redemptions. Banking giants such as JP Chase, Wells Fargo, and HSBC have reportedly activated specialized currency desks and trained staff to handle these transactions. These are not isolated updates. They are part of a broad, coordinated rollout designed to ensure operational integrity and client readiness. Banking systems have undergone infrastructure upgrades, implemented security protocols, and initiated real-time data links to verify and authenticate IQD notes. Designated redemption centers, fully staffed and equipped, are now operational. For holders of legitimate post-2003 dinar notes, this marks the beginning of an unprecedented window of opportunity. Preparation is key. While the activation of IQD redemption systems is undeniably a breakthrough, success depends entirely on preparation and precision. Only dinar notes printed after 2003 are eligible for redemption. Documentation such as proof of purchase, dealer-issued certificates, and valid identification can significantly accelerate the redemption process, especially for transactions involving large sums. Redemption appointments have opened at select locations but are limited and filling quickly. Individuals who are organized and proactive will have a clear advantage. Those who delay or act impulsively risk missing key benefits, facing delays, or encountering administrative complications. Redemption structure and strategy. Banks reportedly offer two main paths for redemption: a standard currency exchange, which may be subject to immediate taxation, and a structured redemption plan. The latter involves collaboration with licensed financial advisors who specialize in optimizing tax outcomes, reinvestment strategies, and wealth preservation. Structured redemptions are especially relevant for high-value exchanges. Appointments for these transactions include compliance reviews, authentication steps, and strategic financial planning. It is strongly advised that dinar holders consult with certified professionals to ensure their transactions align with tax laws and regulatory frameworks in their respective countries. Emergence of live institutional rates. Another significant confirmation of this global rollout is the appearance of provisional IQD exchange rates on institutional trading platforms such as Bloomberg FX, SWIFT terminals, and interbank rate systems. Although these rates are not yet visible to the public via general search engines, their presence on internal systems is a critical signal that real-time valuation has begun. The currently observed placeholder rate, reportedly around 4.38 USD per 1,000 IQD, may adjust based on liquidity and market dynamics. However, the presence of a live rate, even if provisional, marks a monumental step in moving from speculative hope to financial activation. Beware of scams and misinformation. As with any large-scale financial transition, opportunists and scammers are seeking to exploit the situation. Fraudulent actors often pose as insiders, brokers, or private platforms offering exclusive rates. These schemes are designed to deceive and defraud. It is essential that IQD holders rely solely on licensed financial institutions and verified professionals. No legitimate redemption process will take place through social media, unofficial forums, or personal brokers. Contact your bank directly to verify whether they are authorized to conduct IQD redemptions. If not, request a referral to a branch or partner that is. Phased rollout and insider confirmations. Confidential briefings from major banks, including Chase, HSBC, and Wells Fargo, indicate that the IQD redemption is being rolled out in phases. The first phase targets high-net-worth clients and verified currency holders, with subsequent stages expanding to a broader base, depending on documentation and location. According to sources, HSBC's Wealth Management Division in London has begun inviting clients to integrate IQD holdings into diversified portfolios. Chase Bank has activated over 140 locations across the U.S., while Wells Fargo has confirmed that 88 branches are currently scheduling appointments. These developments underscore that the redemption process is not only live, it is scaling rapidly. Each hour brings new confirmations, expanding access, and greater demand for appointments. The role of international institutions. There are growing indications that global monetary authorities, including the International Monetary Fund, IMF, are monitoring this shift closely. The IQD's re-entry into international markets is seen as part of a broader trend toward sovereign-backed currencies and decreased reliance on the U.S. dollar. Iraq's improved economic footing, supported by oil exports, regional trade partnerships, and currency reform, has positioned it as a pivotal player in the evolving global financial system. The IQD's activation is not an isolated event. It represents a key component in a much larger transformation. Execution, not hesitation. For Dinar holders, the time for passive observation has passed. This is the moment for strategic, informed execution. Review your currency holdings. Verify the authenticity of your notes. Gather your documentation and consult financial advisors who understand this process. Book appointments with licensed banks and approach the redemption with clarity and professionalism. Each decision made in the coming days could profoundly impact your financial future. Timing, structure, and preparation will determine whether you experience delays or unlock the full benefits of this historic opportunity. Conclusion. A new financial era begins. After years of quiet belief, skepticism, and waiting, IQD holders are finally witnessing the dawn of a new financial reality. Major institutions are no longer testing systems, they are executing real transactions. Redemption appointments are live, infrastructure is active, and currencies are being exchanged. While this moment is filled with opportunity, it also requires vigilance. The landscape is rapidly shifting, and only those who act wisely, carefully, and through official channels will fully benefit. The world is changing, and the Iraqi dinar is now part of that change. Make every move count.